Captain Dan with the K-Lite Morning Show. This year we've teamed up with the Gilded Artisan, and we want to give you a chance to make it for Mom. How many times over the years have you made a gift for Mom? Probably started off with that card with the doily in it, and then, of course, the ever-present clay ashtray. But what if you had a chance to design and make an heirloom? Charlie here is a second-generation jeweler. The stuff in the box, that's his dad. Some of his tools, some of his mementos. Here's a picture with the president for something he made. Letter from a senator. You know, the Gilded Artisan has so many different types of jewelry. Here's an entire collection from one of the nation's leading artists. They have earrings, brooches, things they've made and designed themselves. There's a huge selection of watches of all kinds, of all makes, and all price ranges. And yeah, as Lorenzo would remind me, don't forget, Captain Dan, we have wedding sets. And we'll design a wedding set if you want. Part of the Gilded Artisan is back here, back in the workshop. Darla and Lorenzo are getting ready to work on a project they designed. Let me give you an idea of how this design process works. It starts with an idea, a sketch you may have made, a piece of jewelry someone in your family already has, and then they'll recreate it on this computer. And it'll give you kind of a 3D picture of what the ring, in this case, will look like. They can show you the ring in 3D in various colors. This one in gold with a blue stone. Or you may be saying, well, how would it look, say, in a silver medal with silver and a blue stone? Well, they can do that too. Once you've approved the design, here's what happens next. They have this wax ring, and they'll actually put this in the machine, which is hooked to the computer, and it'll make an exact replica of what your ring will look like, and they'll use that to cast the actual ring later. Here's an example of what one of the ring casts look like. Darla will take the next step, and what happens? They encase that little wax ring into some plaster, and then they will pour molten metal into it, and the wax will disperse, and, well, then you have kind of a rough cut of the ring, if you will. Okay, Darla's got her safety glasses on, and she's going to open up the furnace. You see the glowing yellow part there? Well, that's the container that holds the metal. And much like this, she'll take the metal out and pour it into the mold. Now, it takes a while for this to cool down. But even after this step, the ring isn't finished. Yeah, this is the finished product, but we're still working towards it. Next comes a lot of polishing and sanding, some by hand. They'll be pounding things out. They'll be putting seams in there. They'll put an engraving in there. Whatever it is you would like. There's a lot of work between now and that finished step. So here's the piece as we saw it on the computer. And here's the finished product. We'd like to make one for your mom. Listen to K-Lite 106.3 for your chance to win.